Hey, Baddies.
Hey.
It's Yanni.
And Nika.
And we are back with meeting 51 of My Baddie Can Read.
Woo!
51. We didn't do enough last week.
For 50.
Last month when it was.
We'll do something for 100.
We're going to do, yeah, we're going to turn it up for 100. We're going to turn it up. But yeah, last
50
episode.
is like, isn't it really a milestone?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yes. Number 5 is a milestone.
Okay. True.
Okay, so this month, our March pick was My Train Leaves at 3 by Natalie Guerrero. And I selected this month's book.
Go ahead and take the blame. I mean, yeah.
Take the blame. It's diabolical. So yeah, we liked our Afro Latina Queenie. And I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way, because we hated Queenie. Hate. Currently.
That was a do not finish.
Yeah, that was definitely a DNF.
Yeah.
So
PSA, young girls, let me just tell you something right now. No man is coming to save you.
That part.
So don't stop your life waiting for a man to come save you. Ziamata.
Except for Jesus.
Right. Yeah, ain't nobody coming to save you but Jesus.
And you ain't got to open your legs for him.
Exactly.
Open up your heart.
This was a tragic story. Let's talk about Z.
But first, to my defense, can I talk about why I chose the book?
Yes.
So
Let's hear it.
I chose the book because the blurb talked about, a young woman coming of age story. We love a coming of age story. It just talked about how there's this young woman, she's going through the stages of grief following the person who was closest to her, her sister. And she was an actress, a singing actress on Broadway. And that resonated with me because, I'm also an aspiring starlet. So.
Yes, our actress.
Yes, and I love Broadway, y'all. Like, I can go see a play every month if my budget allowed me to do so. So it just stood out to me, and I like what I thought would be, a story of redemption and maturing. Just figuring out where your life is headed, but at the same time trying to stay true to yourself. So that's why I chose the book.
So this book, it dealt with themes of sexuality, grief, and of course, performing arts, family dysfunction. So amongst all the other things like coming of age, like I really was like, when you picked it, I was like, oh yeah, because a coming of age, especially for someone in their late 20s, 30s, like that's something that you want to hear, you want to resonate with, because we usually hear coming of age for like young, teens and early 20s. But I would say for me, this read like an early 20s coming of age. Like I kept forgetting she was 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was very easy to forget based on like the storyline and the dialogue too. So again, to reiterate, the protagonist, her name is Xiomara. She's again the actress, a singer. She was just getting her name out there on Broadway, but then she loses the person most closest to her, her sister Nina. So after she loses Nina, she just, goes on a downward spiral. She kind of leaves Broadway alone. She is bussing tables at a little, I don't know what you want to call it, like
a sing-along type of thing. Like
a little singing.
Remember that time for your birthday we went to like that Motown review? Like something like that. They were like performing as you eat. So they sing and it's like a Broadway sit down and eat.
Yes, like a show, a little cabaret style restaurant. She's waiting tables and she's also working part-time at a print shop. She's really struggling financially, having left the Broadway scene. And at the same time, she is having a lot of casual relationships with different guys around New York City. She's not really dating anyone with intention. She's just coasting by.
Trying to fill a void.
So she's being promiscuous, and this is also causing her to bump heads with her mom, who is very religious, a devout Catholic who is, definitely is on the purity tip, and she's just like, sex bad.
And mommy is grieving too.
Yeah, and mom is grieving too. And she can't connect with her. She's dealing with the issues of her sexuality in her home. And then at the same time, her mother, she's always felt unloved and unwanted by her mother. Her sister was always like the favorite, the considered good or beautiful child, the golden child, which we're gonna get into it later. But I couldn't really reconcile that with some of the other characteristics of Nina too. It was
her being gay.
Yeah, it was just confusing to me. But while she's waiting table, she meets a very famous producer, Manny Santos, and she starts this quid pro quo relationship where she decides she's going to audition for his newest production, and now she starts sleeping with him, and then she also starts dating a guy who works at her print shop with her. So ultimately, the quid pro quo the quid pro quo relationship does not end well for her. She doesn't even end up getting the part after she's given this man her body countless times, and she's once again stuck, but she finds redemption in becoming a teacher at a local high school, not local, upper end high school. And she does a production with the children, and she kind of like finds her voice by helping the kids find their voice. And so she redeems herself. She gets with Santi officially, and that's her happily ever after. She reconciles the relationship with her mom a little bit too. Yeah, and we're gonna discuss some more of that along the way. So, initial thought.
As I mentioned before, like there's a lot going on here in this book, and like it wasn't like something terrible. It's like I don't want that thought to be out there. It's just that I couldn't really connect with her. And I know before I said I love to hate a character, but this was like not that. This was like I was kind of annoyed like with the story a lot of times. And like I mentioned before, like a coming of age, I was really excited about a coming of age for someone in their late 20s, early 30s. Like I'm like, that's like something that I could connect with.
Yeah.
But I'm reading this and I'm like, this sounds like somebody who's in college. So I was disappointed with that.
Yeah.
And I just like I can't get with the boy crazy. Like I don't like those types of stories. I know like this, like everybody's story needs to be, sad or whatever, but I just can't connect with that. Like being boy crazy at 30 at that, like, and then the self-loathing.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes.
I just couldn't, it was like I found like picking up this book, I was like,
yeah. Exactly.
Let me finish this book.
Yeah, she was disturbingly self-deprecating, and it like I just feel like in that area that's one way, and I like had noted that by the end of the book I still couldn't tell that she reached a level of like self-love.
That's why I'm like redemption.
Yeah. Yeah, she redeemed the relationship, and she was on her way. Maybe she needs a sequel, but I don't know if I would pick up the sequel.
Yeah.
Probably not. I just feel like there was not a lot of good character development.
Yeah.
It was very surface level. So just like you said, I couldn't connect with her. And it wasn't even the decision she was making. It was just there was not really a lot of depth to her or any of the other characters. It was just like
and to be dealing with these deep
instantaneous.
concepts, right? So sexuality, grief, like it just was very surface. Like obviously we know you're grieving your sister passed, but like now what? Like we just getting this, I don't know, like raunchy like I just it fell flat for me.
Yeah, it felt very flat, and it just didn't flow well. Like certain
even
certain
like her
parts.
bringing up like the racial components, like I'm like that's something that I would get into a conversation that I would like to talk about. It just didn't. Every time she tried, it was like she was scratching the surface. It was just like, oh, here we go.
And to my point earlier, like about her mom, with her feeling like Nina was like the good child, and she's like the ugly dark skinned child, and it's just like, well, I don't know, because I mean the mom felt like Nina
was an embarrassment.
Yes, because she was a lesbian. And so it's like it gave like unreliable narrator.
It was like, exactly. Like, were you the one that everybody hated, or you just got yourself in this position now, and now people are saying, hey, you need to get yourself out of it, and you can't take accountability for that. So I don't really know about that. Honestly, did the mother like anybody?
Exactly.
It was just, and then like y'all, I'm sorry, authors, I'm tired of the ugly dark skinned girl trope. Like it's played, it's over with. We're not ugly. We don't believe that shit anymore.
Exactly.
Stop. Like we're tired of reading about it. And then on top of that, Afro Latinas, y'all, like, I'm sorry, not the time. It's not the time.
Yeah, and I just feel like too, to the part about her being unreliable, even with the conversation with Maria where she was like, "Oh, Maria just thinks the, solution for everything is I need to get with another dude," and I'm just like, "You opened up the story with you leaving a random
but
guy's
you
house."
did. But
But you were under people, so it's like, I don't get it,
So
like
that was your solution. That was what you were trying to do, like
but I'm just saying, but to say that, like, that's a problem, like, as if you're this spinster who's not,
Yes, but I'm like, you're sitting up here yelling at Maria about it. The
Mhm.
cousin named Maria or Monica?
Maria.
Okay, Maria. It's like, but you just did what she said though. So what you complaining about?
Yeah.
And then even like the whole situation we're getting into now, like just talking about how you feel about her, but like with Santi, you are head over heels in love with this guy you met a week ago. Like I literally flipped back because I said, nah, when did he start working? And why is this girl acting like? And then they didn't even go on a date. You have these strong feelings about this
Yeah.
man who you just see at work when you would feel like showing up because we know you don't show up to work like that. And now you head over heels.
Yeah.
It was just like, girl, bye, pack it up, like.
But I guess that was supposed to be significant, like her thing with Santi, because it was supposed to be
she
like
didn't
she's
give
never,
herself.
yeah, she never felt like this about anyone before, and
She
so with
sure was
him,
damn near begging
she
for it.
didn't need to give it up to him, and she just loved him anyway. So.
Yes, she sure was begging for
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
So what about like some scenes like that you want to talk about?
Stood out.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like we had the same one.
Okay. One is when it's like little funny moments.
Yeah.
One is when Sandra took that tip money from her. I would have like Sandra. Who are you playing with? Who are you playing? Talking about, oh, we don't do this for the money. The money is exactly why we do it. You think I'm climbing on countertops singing "Oh Happy Day" because I'm just doing this because I like it?
Yeah.
No, that girl was broke as hell.
I'm telling you.
I was cracking up, and I said, this girl has some audacity when she went on that date with Manny Santos, and she's like, we are not the same. In her head, with the server, girl, you broke ass, girl.
Like, she has to be saying it as if like we're not the same because I'm lower. Because ain't no way you think.
No,
I know what she was trying to say, but I was like, ain't no freaking way.
the audacity, girl. When her mother slapped her.
Yes.
For masturbating.
Yes, y'all. She got caught masturbating. Her mom caught her.
Girl, I would have had to been out that house because you like you got me in my rose tore up.
But my thing is this: how loud were you? How loud were you? Your mom was in the hallway cleaning.
The mother ain't got nothing better to do but to sit by
she
the door.
Was like this.
Like sitting by the door, making sure she ain't thinking any impure thoughts.
Do I know? Do I hear happiness in here?
I know that ain't what I think it is.
You know what was so funny though, Yanni? When she said she tried to fake sleep. It got slapped anyway. I'm like, what happened? How'd she do that?
She was like, girl, because the way that you ain't got with anybody after the father left, you need to be in your room masturbating too.
Oh my gosh.
And I just thought it was so funny how, I don't know if you picked up on this, but with every time that Manny saw her, the gifts were getting cheaper and cheaper.
Girl.
At first, he dropped a stack. By the time he done got it about 10 times, he was buying some tennis shoes. She was stealing from him because he was just buying tennis shoes. I was like, this man ain't shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey, they ain't buying the cow, they get the milk for free, girl.
I did like her spin on West Side Story that she
Yes,
did with
I
the kids.
did.
I
I
thought
like
that was
that.
cute. I was like, that's interesting. I love like a modern take on the oldies but goodies. And when she threw Cassie's letter away, I was so proud of her. That was one moment I was like, girl, if you this little weak letter
just letting her
makes you like,
it's no way. And the argument with the mom to me wasn't that bad to where she needed to leave the house anyway. She did that on her own.
You could have been, but the time to leave the house was way sooner than that small argument. Yeah.
Another scene for me, I had the masturbating one that was funny. Sandra taking that money And then, honestly, it wasn't a good scene, but, like, the one where it got really physical with Fanny, I was just like, "Oh my god," like
Yeah, and she
and
fainted and
she
she
fainted.
passed out.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah.
He was sick.
Yeah, he was a sick man.
Mm.
And, one that was funny was her dancing at the audition because, like, how bad she was. I was like, she probably was tearing that thing up. She said she couldn't catch a beat.
And JC said you were some shit. Like, what did she say?
You was shit. I was like, why would she ever think she was gonna get the part anyway? You couldn't dance.
JC was the realest person in this entire book.
I'm telling you. I said she should have had JC around. She was pushing her away. That was a good friend.
Exactly. Because JC tried to tell her, like, girl, I heard about him. Like, you need to leave Manny alone. And just FYI, you're not getting this part because you look a mess.
Girl. And speaking of JC, what like other characters, like, did you have any comments on?
Oh, my goodness. Like, let me see. Cassie, I just thought she was just extremely problematic.
She was just like, but like you said though, to not to give Cassie a little bit bail, but just to kind of like put the blame back on Ziamara, like she was unreliable. So like, how many of these things were really happening, and how much of it was just in your head because you were slightly jealous of her, and you know your life didn't amount to what it could have been.
Yeah. Manny Santos, he was just like a demon,
Sick nigga.
He was just a demon. I mean, as far as like just character analysis, I'm still like Ziamara. Like, how do you feel about yourself? Like, are you still, you know,
I don't
is
think
the
there was any
self-hatred
growth there.
Yeah, what did we learn, class? You know.
What do you feel about Santi?
I liked Santi.
I don't.
Really?
No, I don't like that nigga.
Why?
Because it was like y'all both were grieving, right? And clearly she's actively working through some things, and so are you. To leave out of town for how many weeks and say nothing? Like, I'm never with the notion of you don't owe nobody anything. You do owe her something. No, y'all wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend, but y'all had something, some form of respect, some type of relationship where you could say something. Like, I'll be damned if I go out of town knowing I'm talking to somebody or whatever the case is. You have this strong feelings because they claim they had this strong connection with each other. I'll be damned if I go out of town and don't say nothing to someone for like 3 weeks. What do you expect? Say something.
Yeah.
Like, you had the opportunity when you saw her at the restaurant. You left, and like that was cowardly.
That was
to me.
yeah.
So no, I don't like you.
Yeah, I get it. My only thing with that though is it's just like, was part of that ex's fault too? Because remember, like, he wanted to build something more, and she kept saying, "Oh, that was nothing. Like, that kiss was absolutely
But
nothing."
he obviously knew that that was BS, right? Because it was like a cat and mouse thing with him. But the opportunity for him to tell her, like, "Hey, look, I'm going out of town. I'm dealing with something. You're not gonna hear from me." At least say that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, no, you don't owe somebody to call them every day and check on them. But you do owe someone that you spend the time with to let them know you're gonna be out of commission for a while. Hey, I'm going through something. You may not hear from me. I'm going out of the country.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
what?
Communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate.
He was
That's so
an asshole
important.
for that.
Keep that line
I
of
wouldn't have talked
communication
back to him.
open.
She was crazy. She was pressed.
She was pressed for everybody.
For everybody.
I mean, but she
hot in the ass.
but also to that point though, did he? I thought he did say something.
He
She
did
didn't
not.
answer.
He said, never mind. But she was like, what? Tell me. You
You're
had
right.
something to tell me. He
You're
said,
right.
never mind.
Okay, I do remember that.
And I'm like, what's so serious about
Yeah.
that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have told y'all, you know that y'all talked about this. Y'all connected over grieving. So it wouldn't have been like you revealing this secret to her. And his explanation of why he didn't tell her, he was like, you were dealing with your stuff. Well, yeah, that's why she would have understood you more, because she was dealing with her stuff. I gotta dip out. I need to go where my mom is from, I'm missing her or whatever the case.
I think her relationships with a lot of the characters was other than Cassie, who she, really decided, I'm done with you because you're toxic. But with the mom and like with Maria, and even to your point with Santi, she was very okay with like continuing relationships with people with unresolved issues still lingering. I don't like that. Like, I just don't like the idea of somebody thinking like you can just hurt me and then time passes and then like, okay, cool.
Well, I
There
think
was no apologizing
from her side too. What did her cousin do to hurt her? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
What did your mom do to hurt you?
I mean, the mom is not even that it was one set thing, but they definitely needed to talk.
They needed to talk.
They needed to talk about how she feels the mother treated her all her life. Like, because you still don't know.
I agree. They
You
do need
still
to
don't
talk,
know.
but I do feel like a lot of it, she was so willing to get past it because she caused a lot of the issues. Like, she was the one that
That's
stormed
true.
out on the cousin. She was the one that left the mom's house and
Yeah.
the mom didn't know if the bills was gonna be
Yeah.
paid.
That's true. That's true.
And then with Santi, like, that was she didn't have to answer the phone for him because you left and you didn't call her. So what I need to answer the phone for you for?
Yeah. That's true.
I'll give her that one. But the other ones, it was like, girl, you know.
But yeah, I just feel like, just to your point, like, she trying to like her, but it was just like, ultimately, again, I was semi proud of her at the end. I'm like, I'm so glad that you found yourself
Got a
and those
job.
kids. But she definitely,
It's
took us through
it's like
that.
I wanted to say at the end, what did we learn here today? You know, like, what did we really learn?
What did we
from
learn in
this?
class?
Yeah.
The irony that she's a teacher now.
Yeah.
What did we learn? But overall, I feel like on a cultural and social level, like, it's relevant to, like, the Me Too movement. I definitely wouldn't want. I don't like this idea either that for young women, just like you said, like, young women reading this, you do not have to somehow become self-aware through, like, promiscuity. Like, that's not always the way. And no shade if, you've had a history like that, but I don't like, the idea that, like, that's the only way you haven't sold your oats if you haven't, been out there
You don't have to
sexually.
have a whole
You don't
family.
have to do that,
Yeah.
We are not being prudes and saying don't, enjoy yourself, but, like, don't think, oh, you haven't fulfilled your awakening if you didn't,
Don't fall for the propaganda.
have
You don't need a
3
whole
in 1
pig.
week.
Yeah, like, that's not.
Yeah. I like that she gave a nod to Kehinde Wiley and Bisa Butler. I had heard of Kehinde Wiley's work, and of course, like, the Barack Obama, the infamous Barack Obama portrait in the National Portrait Gallery. That's in DC, so that's very popular.
Yeah.
Side note, you like it in there? It's cute. They have the little courtyard area. It's like a nice museum. I really like their exhibits. But Bisa Butler, I had looked her up. I had never heard of this artist before. And I looked up her work and I was like, ooh, this just got me like, I can't wait till we start getting those coins and, can commission some nice art pieces and, start collecting stuff like that. I've never done anything fancy like that, like commissioned a custom piece of art. I would love to.
Me, I'm so like, if I see something that I like,
You just get it.
I'll paint it myself.
You'll paint it?
Yeah. All the artwork in my house, I painted it myself.
No.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's get some work by Nika right here.
Girl, it's a dupe of like Restoration Hardware.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So, yeah.
Quotes? You have any quotes?
I do. I have a lot of quotes.
Okay.
And
well, I only have 2, so let me go first.
Okay.
So the first one I had was when the cousin was talking to her about like love. And she said, that's love, amiga. She says, one day you're walking down the street completely fine, and the next you're flattened out like a rat stuck on the subway tracks. And I said, man.
That was a cute quote. That was a cute quote.
And then it was, I think it was from like the priest or something that said something. I think it was a priest.
Okay.
He said, anger, like fire, possesses a great power, capable of both destruction and transformation.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I had a few. So the first one, and I think Manny Santos said this, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. Don't train yourself to jump right out of your joy. Wasn't it? He said that to her, right? And that's a good one. That's a good one.
No, the sister said that to her in the beginning.
The sister did say that. You're absolutely right. Thank you that it wasn't.
Thank you
that it wasn't Manny. But that was a good one. And there was another quote in chapter 8, where it talked about like Black voices being disregarded. He said, he's overrated if you ask me. They were talking about Manny Santos. He's overrated if you ask me, but you know how white people are. Once they find a light skin to do their whitewashing for them, they glom on. That's real. That's real. Like, yeah, and they don't always need, you know, a light skin to do it.
Mhm.
And then there was another one. I have several cute little quotes throughout. That's a job assigned to women, I guess, to look like Sunday morning, even amid a mad and wild work week.
Mhm.
They don't
It's
allow
exhausting
you.
being a woman.
You're not allowed to look like how you feeling.
Mhm.
How you may be feeling.
Be judged for it.
Mhm. Um, and this does not resonate with me, but it was like a deep quote when X is saying whether it's right or wrong, when a man tells me what I'm worth, I believe him.
Mhm.
That's so true. Like when you know, when you're not like you don't have your own self-esteem and like self-awareness.
Yeah. Just to be clear, she said, I
Yeah,
don't
that doesn't
resonate.
resonate with me, but it was deep. It was deep.
Just so we know.
Mhm.
Fuck with a nigga back. Like, no.
And this was one of my favorites. Children are fabulous, I decide. Tiny little creatures that have no care in the world. They're free still. The world hasn't gotten its dirty fingerprints all over them just yet. I love that because that is
Mhm.
so real. Like, that's really how I feel about children. Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like children are just so innocent and just so beautiful. Like, they're just like a blank slate that you can just guide them to be all the good that you want in the world. Like you can, you know, like it's so true that like train up a child to be how you want the world to be. It is not saying to dictate their choices for them or anything, but to just raise beautiful beings who like love themselves, who love
Mhm.
others, who can be kind. Like,
Teach them some good
yeah,
character.
think about the nastiest adult or even elderly person you know.
Mhm.
Along the way, somebody misguided them.
Mhm.
So, and then, you know, the world is always waiting to trample on all the beautiful things that you can give a child. So it's like, why not try your best to, you know,
Let them stay
reverse
in
that.
that
Yeah.
place for a long time.
Stay in that place. And then there's one more. Okay. And it's pretty much like the last paragraph of one of the chapters. And
Mhm.
so this is my life now. I come to realize, and I'm starting to think that this is just how it will always be. Salty and sweet when I start new things, a mixed bag of grief and good. I'm starting to think that the hole in my heart will never actually patch back up, that I'll just have to manage the way it leaks so that one day it doesn't stop my soul altogether. I'm starting to think about how I'll be 90 years old one day and say, I had a sister once when I was younger, and how my grandkids will look at me and nod their heads and say, it's crazy how you lived more life without her than you did with her. And I will smile and say, I know, and she was a blessing. But when they leave, I will wish so sorely that she could know them with me, see them there running out the door to go discover what their unique place in this world will be. And that just touched my heart because that's so true when you think of like grief,
Bridging somebody.
especially when you lose somebody while you're young or you lose someone who is young. And it's just like thinking about it's a quote where it's like, you haven't even met all the people you'll love. And it's just
Yes.
like, you know, how you can have so much love for someone and it's just like they can't experience or like meet, you know, your children and stuff. And it's
Mhm.
just like I think about that. And it's so crazy because today is my cousin Stanley's birthday. Yes. And it's just like he would love my daughter. He
Mhm.
would love her so much. It just was like, wow, like it's like in different
Yeah. I felt that
realities.
quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
That's
didn't feel
beautiful.
like writing it down.
Look, that's why I took a picture. But that's beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you wanna talk about some questions, girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So my first question. Ex, she was again, we said she was like annoyingly, you know, self-hating. I'm sad that like she didn't show us that she got over that and she started to love herself and feel
Mhm.
beautiful in the skin she was in. She just kept saying, she just kept imagining like what it would be like to be white. And did you ever want to be white?
Hell no. I'm from
Thank
PG
you.
County.
Thank you.
I've
I
never had that thought. Not once.
never.
I've never wanted to ever be white.
Never. Thank you. Like
That
every
is so
time,
weird to me.
man, any kid show, like it was just like, and this is like no shade to like white people, but it was just, I never
Like,
like
we was not sweating y'all like that.
when I any TV show, if there was a black character, that's my girl.
That's who I
That's
am.
me. I'm
Yeah,
her.
that's me.
I never wanted to be like white, Asian, Hispanic. Like,
Nothing.
man, I love being black.
I
Or like
couldn't
it was just
imagine a life not being black.
like, I'm just I never it never gave that. Like, I just love and I, like, low-key, I feel like my daughter, like, she ain't thinking about it because I would, like, monitor, like, little stuff that she's watching as she's scrolling on, like, the little YouTube shorts, and if it's, like, Black families and stuff, like, she'll watch their little videos. When it's, like, white people doing their thing, she and she ain't thinking about it, like,
It's not. Yeah, I was
she
like,
is
"What?"
not
I said, "Calm down," when she was saying that. Everybody
yes,
take a
like,
breather.
like, relax.
Not what?
So, yeah, that was
That's a good question, 'cause what don't tell us if you have. We don't wanna know. You're not
She
a baddie if you ever wanted to
look,
be white.
girl, she don't love herself.
If you could give Ziomar advice, what would you say?
Girl, don't sleep with that man. Don't sleep with that manny. But, like, girl,
Laughing, this girl's distressed. She was going through it this whole book and we laughing.
it's like, girl, just audition for the role. Like, why you
No, don't audition for the role because you didn't want to and you were not
That's true,
prepared.
that's true,
So
that's true.
go find yourself.
Mhm.
Ziomar. Like
Yes.
your sister passed away and that is so unfortunate, but
Mhm.
you are still living. You
Yeah.
have all of this life to live. Go do something with it. Cause it's almost like when her sister passed, she kind of like stopped
Yeah.
and like that was it.
Mhm.
So go figure out what
Yeah.
you want to do. Go figure out
Yes.
yourself.
Mhm.
Move out of your mom's house.
That part. Move, girl.
Like you and mommy don't need to be together because she is on some other stuff and you on the whole other end of the spectrum.
Definitely move out your mama house. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, just like you said, Nina would want you to live your life. Like she would not want you to be if anything, she would want you to go harder. Go harder to honor her legacy.
You know, that's so interesting because although, like you said, a broke clock is right 2 times a day, Nina and Manny's advice was kind of similar to her.
Mm.
They both kind of was like, no, like you the shit, like, and you need to
Yeah.
stand in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thought maybe that's why she hung around
Mhm.
Manny a lot because when
True.
he would tell her stuff, she would have flashbacks of her sister a lot.
Mhm. And to piggyback on that, the advice about not sleeping with him. Imagine if you could just be in his life, he could just be in your life and have a platonic relationship with you
Or
and give you
he could just
guidance.
be you could just be playing cat and mouse and he could think he getting you
That
and
part.
you just hold out girl until you
That
get that
part.
part.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah.
Because, like I said, those coins started to get lower and lower when.
I mean he might as well have gave her a Metro card at one point in time.
Okay, so what was your reaction to her not getting the part?
I mean, I
Were
knew
you
she wasn't gonna
surprised?
get it. She wasn't good. She didn't dance. Like she could sing really, really well. And like she said, she was a singer. She was no dancer. So this whole time, like I didn't think you was just gonna magically get some skills. Like you said, you had 2 left feet. Your feet's bleeding because you're just not used to dancing. And then before you tried out for the part, when you had those days to practice and dance and get to the studio and do all you could and save all this money, you didn't do that. You waited 7 days before the final callback.
Yeah.
Go practice dancing. You wasn't getting that part, baby girl.
She
It
just
was
knew
never like Manny said, it was never you.
she just knew that she had that in the bag.
She just thought she had that. Remember when you used to get your hair braided? That time I was sitting there and the lady was like, I had that red snapper. She thought she had that red snapper. And she did not have it on lock.
She had
That was
that
not a pot of gold.
she had that tilapia. It wasn't snapper,
It
it
was
was
not doing what
tilapia.
it needs to do, baby girl.
So do you think Manny so do you think Manny purposefully, like, didn't give her the part? Or do you think at that point he's like, "I got you the top 2, it's out of my hands, you
I
gotta do
thought
the rest."
he thought you gonna get top 2 and you'll be grateful for that. There was a history of him doing that to girls. So I just felt like he was never gonna give her
Yeah.
it was never her, like you
Yeah,
said. It was
yeah,
always
yeah,
JC.
yeah.
So yeah, I got you top 2. Your name out there, you made it top 2 here, that's it. That's what you get.
True. Okay. Yeah.
What do you
Damn,
think?
damn, damn. I was just like you, it was just
Mhm.
like, "Girl, you ain't getting this part." Like,
Like, girl, you can't dance.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I thought that similar to you, like, that he was not he was not adamant, like, he was not actively telling the other person, "Don't give her the role," and it was just, yeah, it got you the top 2.
You were just never
if
gonna
you
get
happen
it.
to get it, maybe if JC broke her legs, and
I think the reason she made it to top 2 was definitely him.
yeah, for sure,
And
for
then they
sure,
was just
for
he
sure.
was like, "We all know it's JC, but I got a favorite."
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
keep calling her back, but she,
Okay.
you know,
Mhm.
they knew who it was the first day.
Yeah.
She knew it was JC the first day. That's why she
Mhm.
was so mad at her and mean to her for no reason. She was
Mhm.
jealous.
Yeah. And JC was trying to be cool, but she like, "Girl, not that cool."
Listen, bitch.
Uh-huh.
She said, "I got this on. I don't know what you got going on,
Exactly.
but
She's trying to tell her low key, like, "Girl, you might as well close those legs."
speaking of, like, what would you do differently if you was her?"
I would definitely, again, not sleep with Manti. Like,
Yeah.
I say Manti. Not sleep with
Manty.
Manti and
Manty
I'm
panty.
mixing Manny and Santi's
Yeah.
name. We're not, and I would have believed Santi. I mean, I wouldn't have believed the print shop dude
Oh my God,
immediately
he did that
when
on
she
purpose.
said
He took advantage of her.
yeah, he was going back to see his girlfriend or whatever. Like, girl, why would you believe that?
And why would you sleep with that man? Like, why would you even? I mean, I get it. It was definitely sexual assault when she
Yeah.
said no. He
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
raped
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to do that, baby girl. That was not
Mhm.
gonna hurt Santi. Girls,
Mhm.
get your lick back is not sleeping with somebody. You hurting yourself. They don't give a fuck
Exactly.
about that.
Mhm.
That's never the lick back.
Mhm.
Never.
Exactly.
But yeah,
And I would have definitely left my mom's home earlier if you really felt like it
it
was
was
that toxic
tension.
as you
Yeah.
tried to make it out to be, which we see it probably wasn't like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I
Well,
would do that differently.
yeah, I definitely would have played with Manny like he played with me.
Mhm.
No, you're not getting none. I'm hungry. I ain't been eating. I'm losing weight. We're going to dinner every time. Can you meet me at this restaurant? Like, no, I'm not coming to your
Every
house,
single
but you
time.
can meet me at this restaurant. Oh, you can meet me at this studio I just booked since you're
Mhm.
trying to get better. Like,
And oh my goodness, they were, oh my gosh, she was like in such a financial bind, but and I don't want to sound elitist,
mhm,
but that's definitely why you introduce your kids to the finer things early on, because she was just so in awe of she was in awe when they brought the caviar out.
mhm.
Girl,
And she was just
you can go
like,
get some of that from Whole Foods.
he probably think I ain't never had nothing like this because you acting like it. You probably sitting in the restaurant geeking like,
Eating that food like a vacuum.
you fucking vacuum. But yeah, no, she definitely. I just felt like she could have helped her situation better.
Yeah.
Like she had some college underneath her. You could have got another job outside of singing at that restaurant
Mhm.
and working at a print shop.
Mhm.
Like the thing is, if you want to keep singing, because from what I understood is that she didn't even like singing at the restaurant.
Yeah.
So, but if you really wanted to keep singing, then keep the restaurant and go work somewhere else.
Mhm.
The restaurant open different hours. You can work
Mhm.
there. I mean, she just had no hustle about her, and
Yeah.
I just don't understand when you don't have no hustle about you. I
Mhm.
don't get that.
Mhm. No, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
So
That pisses me off.
yeah, I would have. Yeah, I moved very different than her.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
Sure.
it. Just would have been, and I would have never got with Santi.
Mhm.
So that would have been my thing.
Not a Negro from the print shop. Did you have any favorite moments or anything? Or
um,
like favorite chapters? Just favorite things about the book?
I mean, I was happy that she got a job. I was happy that her and her mother came to some type of agreement or understanding.
Mhm.
I was happy when she got out that white girl house.
Yes. Yeah.
But other than that, no, not anything favorite.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine was just like her being with the kids.
Oh, that's cool.
I just loved it, especially when she was asking them, like, about the music and stuff
Mhm.
they like, and I'm just like, having, like, working with kids, like, I worked in, like, childcare and, like, did some subbing while I was in school with high schoolers, and that's exactly how they act, like, they think they're grown, and I would never forget I was subbing at a high school, and this little girl came over to me, like, all the other kids, they're sitting in the desk, she
Mhm.
comes over to me, sits next to the desk, and she's trying to hint that she wants to hang out, girl, talking about, yeah, she was like, "Do you go down your street? 'Cause
Oh no.
I go down your street all the time. I have a fake ID." Talking
Oh
about,
my God.
"Where do you hang out? Because all my friends are in their 20s." I was like, "Little girl, first of
Go
all,
sit
we
down.
are not go sit your go sit down with
You
your
get me in
classmates
trouble.
and talk about prom because we are not hanging out on your street, sweetie." And she was dead serious. Like I'm not like all the other I'm not like all the other students. I'm a cool student.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was That was my so to sum it up, if you like raw graphic like redemption books, this is like a book for you. I feel like if you enjoy this book, you would enjoy Push by Sapphire. It's the novel that the movie Precious is based on. And also there's a book called Big Girl by Mecca Jamila Sullivan, and you would like that. You know, that New York based coming of age redemption.
Very
art.
raw, very gritty. Yeah, I think if you like this book, you'll like Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. I think the author's Jane Allen.
Yes.
You know, it kind of gave a similar thing. It was like a coming of age for you like the older, not young girl.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
she was like in her late 30s, right?
Yeah. Because you know they can't leave us out. Those of us in our late 20s, we still coming of age.
Yeah. We do need a coming of age. Like everybody is
we're still
always
growing.
constantly growing, you know.
Absolutely.
So if you think this book is more like Black Girls Must Die Exhausted or more like
Push or Big Girl,
leave us a comment. Let us know which one you think this book is more similar to.
Yeah. Or any recommendations you may have, like books that you think someone who enjoyed this book would like. Speaking of those books, it's so funny that like this book was based in New York, Big Girl and Push. Low key, you could start a bookstore just for books in New York.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in New York. I can't wait to write a book about DC.
Yes.
Or PG County. You need some.
Put both of them in there.
Both of them.
So let's cast this book.
Yes.
Okay. Drum roll. Okay, who do you have for Dear Mona?
For X, I have Lovey Simone. This was hard. It was hard because it's like, okay, Afro Latina, and I feel like we have different definitions of dark
what
skin.
dark skin is.
Yes.
I don't think that me and the author is the same.
Yeah.
But Lovey, that is a good one. I was trying to find an Afro Latina actress. And then I was like, I don't think she really means dark skin. I think she means dark for Latina. So I saw this model actress, Samantha Green. She's Afro Latina.
Okay.
So yeah, I think she would be a good fit.
Do I know anything that she?
I
no.
don't
okay.
know.
Just from the headshots.
Yeah. From the headshots. She's in a show, but she don't have a big role. And I never watched the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Mommy? Did you cast Mommy?
Yes. So Liza Colon from The Bear. You know did you watch The Bear?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
She's like a cook in the Bear, yeah.
Okay. I had Rosie Perez.
Okay. Well, they get the similar vibes.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. I gotta look her up. Okay. What about Poppy?
I did not do him.
You didn't do Poppy? I did Les Alonso.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, let me see. Like, I'm trying to just think like somebody.
You know what's so crazy? I happened for Manny.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, Les, if we were
you
ever
gonna
casting directors,
gonna be in something, okay?
This is the role for you somewhere. We can fit you in somewhere.
Yes.
What about JC? Did you cast her?
No.
I cast her as Victoria Justice.
Who's that?
Victoria Justice, you know the old Nick show, Victoria. It's where
yeah, Victoria. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she was white.
Victoria Justice?
No, JC. I don't know why.
Oh, I thought she was like white. I thought she was white.
She probably is white.
But you know what? Never mind. Because the role was something that a white girl couldn't play. But Victoria Justice, she is like,
right.
You know they're trying to.
They're gonna put a little
foot. They're gonna put a little tan. They're gonna put that black face on Zoe Saldana.
Santi.
I had Caleb McLaughlin.
Who's that?
From the Stranger Things, the young black man.
Okay. I have Anthony Ramos from She Gotta Have It, the Netflix series.
Anything else? Because the name is so familiar.
He is in something else. I just don't remember what he's in. I don't remember what else he's in. He's playing other stuff after that.
Okay. What about Nina. Did you cast Nina?
No,
The
I
sister?
didn't.
I don't know. Okay, so I had 2 people in mind for her.
Mhm.
So I have, um, Yara Shahidi
Mhm.
and also Paige Hurd. Paige Hurd is, she, she was like the, Chris Rock's love interest on Everybody Hates Chris. The young girl, Gina's
Oh,
daughter.
yes.
Remember Gina's daughter? I was like, she could be like,
Really?
I don't know.
She was a stud.
I thought like she wasn't a stud, she just had a short haircut.
She gave stud.
Yeah.
And one of the outfits she described too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the best I could do.
What about the cousin?
I didn't cast Maria.
I did Dasha Polanco from Orange is the New Black.
Okay, is that shoot. She was pregnant.
Mhm.
Dana's character. What's her character name?
I don't remember her character name, but
Dahlia or
yeah,
something.
something like that.
Okay. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about Manny?
I said Liza Alonso.
Oh yeah, you did say Liza Alonso. So I had Luis Antonio Ramos.
Mhm.
He played I think Ruiz in Power.
I didn't watch
Remember?
Power.
I thought you watched Power.
Yes, I did. I love Power. I love Power. I don't know what that is. we trying to keep a relationship with 50.
Okay. So look. And did you cast Grace?
No.
Okay. I had Keke Palmer for Grace.
Okay.
What about Cassie?
No.
Taylor Swift.
Okay. I can see that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Such goofball.
Well, thank y'all for watching, Baddies.
Yes, we appreciate y'all.
So, Baddies, that was our list. Who would you cast for any characters in this book? Okay, Baddies. So, April book of the month is Sugar by Bernice McFadden. So, grab your copy so you can read along with us next month. Bye, Baddies. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.